All right, so today we're going deep, like really deep, into what it actually means to live a life that feels, truly fulfilling.
We hear that word fulfilling tossed around so much, but what does it actually look like? How do we get there?
Exactly. And that's what got me so excited about this article we're diving into today.
Living existence, right?
Yeah, by Shawn Wondunna Foley. It's on this website called Inner Way. Lots of stuff about personal growth, spirituality, that kind of thing. But this piece, it really goes beyond those typical self-help buzzwords and gets to the heart of the matter.
It really does. And what I appreciate is that it doesn't just offer these vague platitudes, like think positive and all that.
Right, right.
It actually lays out concrete steps you can take to cultivate a more fulfilling life.
Okay, so let's jump right in. One of the big things the article emphasizes is the importance of being present, like really appreciating the moment you're in.
Living in the now.
Yeah. It sounds simple enough, but honestly, how often are we actually doing that? Our minds are constantly somewhere else, worrying about the future, dwelling on the past.
It's so true. I know I'm guilty of that all the time.
So how do we break free from that cycle? How do we actually become more present?
Well, the article talks about mindfulness and how practicing mindfulness can help us stay grounded in the present moment.
Okay, so what does that look like in practice?
It could be as simple as taking a few minutes each day to just focus on your breath.
Okay, yeah.
Or paying close attention to your senses. What do you see, hear, smell, taste, touch?
Right, like really being aware of those sensations.
Exactly. It's about bringing your attention back to the here and now instead of letting your thoughts run wild.
And I imagine that has a pretty big impact on your overall well-being too, right? Like less stress, less anxiety.
Absolutely. When you're constantly caught up in your thoughts, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and stressed out.
Yeah.
But when you can train your mind to focus on the present, you create a sense of calm and peace.
Makes sense. It's like hitting pause on all that mental chatter. Okay, so we're being more mindful, we're more present. What else does the article highlight as being important for living a fulfilling life?
Well, it also talks about the energy we surround ourselves with.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. It talks about the people we spend time with, the environments we're in.
Exactly. And it emphasizes the importance of surrounding yourself with positivity.
I've always been a little iffy about that whole law of attraction thing,
Yeah.
where like tracks like. But I do think there's something to be said for the power of positive energy.
Oh, absolutely. The people we surround ourselves with have a huge impact on our own energy and outlook on life. Think about it. If you're constantly around people who are negative and complaining, it's going to bring you down.
Sure.
But if you're around people who are uplifting, supportive, and inspiring.
Yeah, it definitely rubs off on you.
Exactly. And the article goes beyond just saying, be positive. It encourages us to be mindful of the kinds of relationships we're cultivating.
Oh, that's a good point. It's not just about being around happy-go-lucky people all the time. It's about having genuine connections that are, like you said, supportive and inspiring.
Right. And there's this line in the article that really stuck with me. There is more to like than a pocket full of money.
Ooh, I like that.
It's a great reminder that true abundance goes beyond material wealth. It's about the richness of our relationships and experiences.
It's about having those deep connections and feeling supported. So we're being present, we're cultivating positive relationships. And then the article takes it even further and talks about being visionaries for a better world. That feels, I don't know, almost daunting.
Yeah, I can see how that could feel overwhelming.
Like, where do you even begin with something that big?
Well, the article reminds us that creating a better world doesn't have to be this massive undertaking. It starts with individual actions.
Okay, so like small acts of kindness, that kind of thing.
Exactly. Choosing to be kind, compassionate, and generous in our daily lives. Because those choices, no matter how small they seem, they have a ripple effect.
I get that. Like, think about a time when someone did something nice for you, even if it was something small. It probably brightened your day, right?
Exactly. And you might have even been inspired to pay it forward.
Yeah, definitely. It's like that saying, be the change you want to see in the world. But being that change, being that positive force, it takes resilience, right? Because life isn't always sunshine and rainbows. We're going to face challenges.
Absolutely. And the article talks about using those challenges as opportunities for growth.
That's easier said than done, though. When you're in the thick of it, it can be hard to see the silver lining.
Oh, I know. I've definitely had those moments where I just want to give up.
Right. But it's about pushing through those tough times and coming out stronger on the other side.
Exactly. Everyone faces setbacks, but it's how we choose to respond that defines us. Do we let those challenges defeat us? Or do we use them as fuel to learn and grow?
It's about reframing those challenges as opportunities. I think that's
Mhm.
such a powerful shift in perspective. Okay, so we've talked about being present, cultivating positive relationships, being visionaries, and embracing challenges.
Mhm.
Anything else from the article that really stood out?
Well, the article ends on this incredibly powerful note. It says, one is powerful, one is infinite, and one is a change agent for goodness.
Whoa, that's a lot to unpack.
Right. It's about recognizing the incredible potential that exists within each of us. We have the power to create the life we want, to make a positive impact on the world. We just have to tap into that power.
It's easy to get bogged down by self-doubt and limiting beliefs.
Oh, for sure. But this article is a powerful reminder that we are capable of so much more than we often give ourselves credit for.
So how do we actually access that power? Where do we start?
Well, the article offers a really practical tip. Begin with one single thing at a time and then move on to the next. Don't try to change everything at once.
Okay, so take it one step at a time.
Exactly. Choose one small action you can take today to move you closer to the life you envision. Maybe it's practicing gratitude, maybe it's reaching out to a friend, maybe it's simply taking a few minutes for yourself to just be present.
Those small actions, those little steps, they can add up to big changes over time. Well, this has been a really insightful deep dive.
It has. Living existence really packs a punch, doesn't it?
It does. It's a powerful reminder that we have the power to create a fulfilling life for ourselves and to make a difference in the world. So as we wrap things up, I'm curious, what's resonating most with you? What's that one small action you feel inspired to take today?
Think about it. What one small step can you take to start living that fulfilling life that's waiting for you?
Keep that question in mind as you go about your day. And until next time, keep diving deep.